Hello there friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Frances and we are continuing the Pin Trading 101 series. So today we are talking about pin trading online. So whether you're in a Facebook group, someone posts their traders on Instagram, that sort of thing. So we're kind of going to go through the etiquette of pin trading in the online space. If you're new here, hi, my name is Frances. I've been pin trading since I was 6, so I consider myself not an expert but well informed in this area to be able to explain these things. And I've been pin trading online since the pandemic started and there wasn't really pin trading happening in the parks. Previous two videos will be linked down below. It'll be my introduction into pin trading as well as pin trading in the parks, because pin trading in the parks and pin trading online are a little bit different. Now without further ado, let's get into it. Now, you found some Facebook groups and you're like, I want to start trading. So what you do is you take nice, clear photos that are well lit. I'm terrible at this because my office has terrible lighting. You take clear, well lit photos of your pins and you post them in the group. And here starts some things. Again, clear and well lit, and make sure you pay attention to the rules of the pin group. So one of the groups that I'm in, you can't trade fantasy pins. Another one, if it is an open edition or hidden Mickey pin, it requires a photo of the front of the pin and the back of the pin to ensure there are not any issues with the authenticity of the pin, so it's faked or scrapped. You post your photos and people message you. Now let's say you're scrolling through Facebook and you see someone's pin on a post that you want to trade. Well, what do? First, you're going to comment on that person's post that you sent them a message. Be like, hi there, sent you a message, PM'd you, DM'd you, whatever you're going to do. Then you're going to screenshot a photo, screenshot the page in the book, whatever, and circle the pins that you'd like to trade for, pin, multiple pins, etc. And then you're going to go and shoot that person a message. You're going to be like, hi there, I'm interested in trading for these pins circled below. Are they still available? That's the first message. Then the second message should be, below are my traders. Please let me know if you see anything. And then you start the conversation. They can be like, yes, I see something. What's your value on this? Or, yeah, I'd love to trade this for this. Is that an okay trade? Etc. Now, before I get into what happens after we agree to the trade, let me get through some pet peeves. A lot of groups don't allow you to post prices or to sell in them. So if you're interested in buying a pin, just say send a DM and then ask me the price in that message. Pay attention to group rules and whatnot. Don't ask the price there. Don't post your traders as a comment, because you're gonna baffle in all of the things. Say, I sent you a message, put your traders there. Don't be like, hey, I want this pin, and then not follow up on it. Also, do not just send a picture of your traders and have me figure out anything. The amount of times that I post my photos of traders, be like, hey, here's my updated traders, interested in traded, and people just shoot messages of pins, and I'm like, what did you want to trade for? Because if I see an open edition pin and you're interested in my WDI pins, we're clearly not trading here. Please be as transparent as possible and provide as many details. Be like, these are the pins of yours I'm interested in. Are they available? And these are my pins. And start doing it. Just don't send your pins into the ether. It annoys the crud out of me. And I feel like this series has just been turning into me ranting about pin trading instead of informing people. But I hope in my rants you have found some information. So that's what you do, and then you send your pictures, you start talking, and then you do it. Once you've agreed upon the trade, this is kind of how it goes. You're like, okay, cool, I'd like to trade this for this. Make sure you send close-ups of the pin. The only case if it's in plastic or in a backer card, most times people don't care about it. But if it is something that's off of a backer card, it's a rack pin, an OE pin or something, send a front and a back of the pin so the person knows what they're getting, and then they will do the same for you. exchange addresses, be like, hey, this is where I want you to send the pin, and kind of give them a timeline of when you plan on shipping it. Like, hey, I don't have time to go to the post office until the weekend, that's when I'm going to drop it off, is it okay? I'll get you a copy of the label or the shipping number as soon as I can. Or like, hey, I'm dropping this off tomorrow, when can I expect yours? Kind of set that expectation of like when you're dropping it off. So expectations are met. Now you're gonna package the pin, and I also am probably gonna make this a separate video where you watch me package a pin, because boy oh boy do I get angry at people for like shipping them in like the plastic Mylar like things. So again, ready, you have your shipping label or you have your envelope, you're gonna put it in a bubble mailer. The mailer better have bubbles in it. And then you're gonna wrap the pins nicely in some bubble wrap. The pin should be covered like once or twice, good. And then if you have like a business card, slip that in there. Some people do candy, some people do stickers. That is not required. No one says your trades have to have these extra goodies. I personally have a business card. I slip the business card in there. It's cross promotion for the social medias. It's a marketing strategy I'm working out. So we got the bubble mailer, and then we drop it off, and then, you know, when you get your pins, you're super happy, and sometimes you can just message the person back and be like, great trade, thanks for trading with me, everything arrived safe, etc. And that's kind of how these transactions go. So you post your pins and you have your conversations, or you see a pin that you like, you screenshot it, you send your traders, and then you still have the conversations. You make sure you're posting close-ups, you make sure you're agreeing on a shipping timeline, you're packaging that thing in as much bubble wrap that it could get thrown off of the Empire State Building and still survive. Side note, during the pandemic, I bought a Francis Hidden Disney pin because I really wanted it, because like my name is Francis, and the package was open. It had got ripped through the USPS mailer sorter, and I got a sorry note from USPS, which I didn't even know existed. Everything was like ripped open. USPS tried to package it back together, and the pin, so like, you know how pin backs look like this? The pin back, like the post was literally like this. So I complained to eBay, complained to my credit card company or PayPal or whatever, got my money back, and then gave them a 1-star review because a 0-star review wasn't possible. And they came to me crying, and I was like, my pin is literally broken. Like, so again, enough bubble wrap that it could survive being thrown off the Empire State Building, and you ship it off and you do your merry way. I feel like this video was not helpful at all, and it was just me ranting for 8 minutes, but let me know down below if I hit everything for online trading, or if you would add any steps, or if you have any suggestions. I'm great to hear it. I always like to hear people's suggestions to make online trading a little bit smoother. If you thought this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It is a great way to support my channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I do Disney, pin, and lifestyle content, and I also do it on some other social media channels. Check out my Instagram and TikTok, which are also at Dream Finding with Francis. And if you're not already, hit that bell icon so you're notified each and every time I post a new video. I hope you're staying happy, healthy, and safe, and thank you for listening to me rant if you've made it this far.
And you never know what kind of figment you may come up with. Oh, here's my favorite.